Hi, I'm the Recruiting Maven and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic of conversation is, will Google Genius courses replace college degrees? With that said, I just want to say a quick thank you for those of you who like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I deeply appreciate your kind support. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have an ever-growing playlist with career tips and advice, so make sure you check that out. And don't forget to subscribe. So dive into today's topic. I just want to preface our conversation by letting you know that although I've been a recruiter for 10 years, in a good portion of that time I have recruited for technology positions, meaning software engineering of various levels. I will tell you that some of my candidates have spent well over $200,000 at major universities, becoming very well educated, and you know, the biggest regret that they have always said to me, with the exception maybe of a handful, is it's the overwhelming feeling of that debt. It's always hanging over your head. So I think that these courses might be a really good fit. And the mere fact that as of 2018, that numerous companies have posted multiple job openings without requiring a 4-year degree, I think is phenomenal, because it's great on your pocketbook. It's not going to stress you out. And I think that that's really a win-win situation. Now, one of the issues that a lot of people don't understand is that major universities do not teach coding. That's something that you learn on your own. Maybe you have to go to that community college, which a lot of my guys went to community college to actually learn how to code. So you're spending over $200,000 at some universities and you still don't know how to code. Or you go off and you go into your internship and you learn how to code. And some of the guys have told me this from my past experience. So I'm not saying this is everybody, but this has been my particular experience, and I've communicated with other recruiters to say, hey, what is your take on this? Have you had your candidates complain about this or convey this same thing to you? And I would say more often than not that has been the case, which leads me to believe that a lot of these universities are struggling to stay relevant and up to date in what they're teaching and how they're teaching it. So that's just my take on that. So according to a survey from Stack Overflow back in 2016, they were estimating that 56% of all developers actually did not have a degree. And I think that's eye-opening. And I think that that should help you to feel a little bit more comfortable and you not necessarily wanting to pursue a 4-year degree rather than just taking relevant classes that you're going to be able to use immediately in a job and get the experience and the job that you want. All right, let's wrap this up by talking about costs, because I know some of you are eager to know what the cost is, and it's actually an astounding $49. You can't beat that. That's like, going out to dinner with, your partner or something. I think it's a ridiculous amount. Now, I'm not saying that every single course is $49. Don't get me wrong. There's some that are about $300. But again, by comparison to the hundreds of thousands of dollars that some of my candidates have actually spent on their education, and yet to find out that, they still have to go somewhere else to learn to code, that's insane to me. I mean, that's like a cost of a house, certain places in the world. So to have the ability to get a really good education that isn't the traditional sense, but it's still viable and companies are willing to hire you, I think that's phenomenal. Like $50, that's insane. I think it's awesome. So in one of my other videos, we talked about staying relevant in the workplace, and I will post that one as well up here. But it's really important, being in the fourth industrial revolution as we are today, it's important to stay relevant in the workplace. So how do you do that? For $50, you can take a course and say, look, I just learned this. I'm valuable to your company. I'm valuable to the team. Maybe you could train other people. You can do a lot of things with that in a creative way to stay relevant and work and employed during the fourth industrial revolution. And as a lot of you know, that's what we talk about here. Staying employed during the fourth industrial revolution. What is it going to really mean to you in the short term and long term of your career with all these technology changes? So it really ties everything neatly together. So hopefully you found this information helpful, as it is meant to be just that. And with that said, I just want to say Thank you again for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I deeply appreciate your kind support, and I will see you in my next video. Take care and have a lovely rest of your day.